Keanu's like, no, I'm gonna light the first two before you do. So I learned last week you're supposed to leave them lit. I did not know that. Yeah, so we'll leave the first two lit, and then I'll have Esther light the third candle for us tonight. But, yeah, so Efrain's going to lead us in the scripture reading for tonight. It's Isaiah 40, I believe, verses 1 through 11.
Yes.
Thank you.
How you doing? God bless you all. My name is Efrain Mendez Jr. And before anything, I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to all you guys. You know, have a blessed time in the new year. But Advent, you know, when he said that, I thought about something that I want to share real quick with you guys. You know, because it goes from the beginning to the end. That's the way I see the Bible. So if you look, I'm going to just read this quick to you guys so you can see, because it's like the Bible just, when I think about something, in the word, Advent, I think about Abraham, which is amazing because if you go to Genesis 15, right, and in 13, it says, then he said to Abram, now certainly that your descendants will be strangers in a land that is not theirs, and will serve them, and they will afflict them 400 years. So I found that interesting. Now, when you go to Exodus, real quick, because I got to move fast here, it's just something I want to share, because when you talk about Jesus, I think about how the Bible is. It comes alive in me, so, and the word stays in me. So when you go to Exodus 12, what he said happened later on with Moses, and they came out. So if you go to Exodus 12, and you're going to read here in 40, now the surgeon of the children of Israel who lived in Egypt was 430 years. You see, and it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, on that very same day it came to pass that all the armies of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. They left. You know, so then when you go on to the Bible, you know, it goes on, and the last book is Malachi, which is interesting because they said it was a 400-year period. You see that number, 400-year period of silence. And I found that interesting because during that time, you got the Greeks and the Romans. Alexander the Great shows up. You know, the Sanhedrin, the Pharisees and the Sadducees. You know, all this is going on. There's no prophets, there's silence. But when I think about that, I think about the last book, which is Malachi 3, where in a way God is tired of everything that's going on. That's the way I see it. But, and then you go to Malachi 3:1, and there is